Well, a Toronto police officer convicted of assaulting a 19-year-old man who later died has avoided jail time, but part of his sentence throws his future as an officer in more doubt.
CP24's Lindsay Biscaia joins us live with more on this. Break down what happened here, Lindsay.
Yeah, this actually dates back, Arda and Bakari, right to April of 2021. So we know back then this case involving Toronto Police Constable Calvin Au and a 19-year-old boy called Chadd Facey. Now, back in April of 2021, Au was off duty with another off-duty police officer at the time, and they were looking to buy a watch that had been advertised by Facey on Kijiji. So they met up with Facey in a parking lot of a school. Here's a picture of Chadd Facey right now. Now, they all met up, exchanged the watch, exchanged the money. Once Facey left, the two police officers realized that the watch was fake, so they chased after Facey to get their money back. But when they caught up with him, Constable Au tackled Facey to the ground. That's when some of Facey's friends showed up. The two off-duty police officers called 911 and then left. But Facey was actually taken to Brampton Civic Hospital, and the next day he passed away. He died of an intercerebral hemorrhage. And so, incredibly tragic story here. We know the judge said she was not able to actually say for certain whether the assault contributed to Facey's death, which obviously resulted in this sentence today that Constable Au is now facing, which is a suspended sentence of a 12-month probation, a 3-year weapon ban, and he's required to submit a DNA sample. Both sides not exactly happy with this sentencing today. We heard from Au's defense lawyer as well as Facey's family about this sentencing. Here's more on what they had to say.
It's very hard. I don't think it's fair because I lost my child. And for him to get 12-month probation, that's not enough. Not even 1 day in jail. That's not enough.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't surprised at the order, because this was a case that didn't involve a weapon, didn't involve a threat of a weapon. He was legally justified to use a certain amount of force. The judge found that he subjectively believed that he could have used the force that he did, but he was wrong and made a mistake. And the mistake was in the context of a very quick interaction. And so I haven't seen a weapons prohibition in those kind of circumstances.
So understandably, the family is still grieving because the 19-year-old boy's life was lost here. But we know that the sentence is actually harsher than what the defense was seeking for, of course. But we know Au has actually avoided jail time. So now the question, Bakari and Arda, is what is the future of his policing career as well? We did get a statement today from the Toronto Police Association. We'll bring that up now so you can read it. It says the TPA is aware of the sentencing today of Constable Au and continued to support the officer during this time. There are still several steps in this process, including a possible appeal, an internal disciplinary matters, etc. And until those decisions have been made, we have no further comment. So it does sound as though there could be further maybe appeals happening here. Arden Bakari, at this point, we don't know. We know that Constable Au has been suspended with pay. We also know Facey's family is continuing with their civil suit, according to their lawyers, that is seeking justice and accountability for Chadd Facey. So again, this is probably not the end of this story, but we do have this sentencing, which was just handed down today in a Brampton courtroom. Back to you.
Lindsay, thank you so much for this.